I can have a web frame for, let's say, the e-commerce solution that is actually checking if the current user has a paid subscription, and if he does, the page will continue to be rendered. If he do not have it, actually he will be redirected to some pay now page or something like that. So I'm not, I don't want to, let's say, know in the blog application that it will be integrated with the e-commerce application. I don't want to prepare the blog application to be integrated with e-commerce. I just have this widget, I put it on the page, and from now on this page is actually managed by the e-commerce. If you have subscription for service A, you see the page. If you don't have, you don't see it. If you don't have it, let's say B, if you have B, then you are able to see the full content of the blog post. So actually this is another way of integrating and mixing together and just putting the pages and building them like a puzzle until they reach your exact needs. And this is done without any development, just a way of the web frames are actually talking to each other, which is, we will a little bit more further in the next session, we will review. Okay. George, did the recording started? Okay, so is this your sandbox, the 2800? No, I put this in the email, but did you use this or you didn't change? Yeah, because I saw that you ruined somewhere else by creating your user there. Yes. No, yours was 800. Whatever. Yeah, just I think it was Brad Hank's the one that you create your user in, not yours. Whatever. So right now, actually, to create this community blog, which is nothing more than an application, I think it should look like. I built it a couple of pages, in fact around 20 or something. I managed the web frames that are inside them, and I received the actual application. Of course, some of the web frames have some additional logic in them, and they are not part of the CMS of the web frame integrator. They are part of the blog application, which of course is the, let's say, the view post here. But let's say this very, very sophisticated menu here, which is actually a lot of links to a lot of places, is actually nothing more than a simple HTML custom module. But because he can talk to other web frames, he has everything he needs to actually make a very functional idea of how the user manual will look like. And if we were in a traditional application, actually if you want to change something here, you want an additional link, or you have also a support application installed, so you need to put here a couple of links about the support application. Actually, to do that, you need to contact a developer that's actually developing and supporting the application. They need to decide whether they are wishing to customize that or not. You need to pay some money, of course, and then you get the customization after, let's say, 2 weeks in the best choice of waiting. Here, because like I said, it's just a custom HTML thing, I can just click manage, just a second, because it's a new installation, and I need to browse a little bit. So you see here, I need just to go into the HTML. It's nothing more than a simple HTML. and just change something. So if I want to change here, browse my posts, let's say, I can do that. I can save. Here's browse my posts. If I want to put a link to the home page, I can do that. So this is the advantage actually of having this very distributed kind of setting scheme, because as you remember in the first session we told you that one of the key targets sorry of us was and with this platform was the ability to build very quickly different applications, in this case different templates based on the platform, and for the general support from the let's say development support, not to have any difference between community blog as I did it and let's say the future application that David wants to build, the future template that David wants to build it, and George wants to build it, and all other guys that will build. So this for the users or for you or for your customers will be different applications, but basically you don't need to bother if you're using a standard components which are highly customizable as you saw. You don't need to bother to supporting them. You can, let's say, support some configuration little thing that you missed, but as a development support, as a source code support, it will be automatically updated, automatically supported, and all the rest of the beautiful things. So actually we are trying to, by increasing a little bit the initial cost of the implementation, which is, let's say, not very correct saying increasing, because it's not like that practically. We are decreasing quite highly, but for the general user, you're not getting the thing you want out of the box. Maybe it will require a little bit customization, but in the future you're sparing quite a big amount of regular expenses. Okay, so enough of that. So now you have this actual page, which is the blog home. If I choose this context environment menu of the Smart Browse mode, you will see that the page name is blog home. So actually these are there are page regions here, and the next section I can see the content region, actually, which is managed by the page, has two web frames. The one web frame is blog home tabs, so actually these tabs you see here, and a blog recent posts, which is actually this widget here. Right now we have only one post, that's why only one post is appearing.